I wake up every morning and I open up my various messaging stuff, and always a bunch of stories that people want to send us. Hey, John, make sure you talk about this today or talk about that today. But the one that dominated it more than anything else was, John, did you hear that it's confirmed Wonder Woman is going to make her DCU debut in Superman Man of Tomorrow? I thought, that's interesting. And I asked one of the people who sent that to me, who's saying this? Where did you get this from? Like the Wrap or Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety? Nope. Here's where this comes from. It comes from a supposed casting call that is being described as this. The casting call for a female character for Man of Tomorrow is described as being in her late 20s and having an edge to her. What's interesting is there's a height requirement for the character, and they're looking for taller actresses. A woman in her late 20s having an edge to her that is taller. My God, it must be Wonder Woman. Has to be. I can't think of any other conceivable explanation other than a tall woman in her 20s being Wonder Woman. All right, look. This is much ado about nothing. Now, look, before I go any further, let me say this. Am I sitting here telling you guys that there is no way Wonder Woman is going to appear in Man of Tomorrow? Absolutely not. That, of course, is still one of the drops of water in the infinite ocean of possibility. It is possible that James Gunn's going to go that way. And you know what? It wouldn't be a bad move, to be honest with you. You've established Superman, and why not use the next movie to bring in the next member of the great DC Trinity in Wonder Woman? Why not? So is it a possibility that this could be happening? Absolutely, it's possible. No doubt that it is possible. That being said, this rumor going around that they're looking for Wonder Woman simply because some casting call somewhere is saying, we're looking for a woman in her late 20s who's on the taller side. I mean, my God, they could be talking about a young-looking Granny Goodness. They could be talking about, one of the new gods. They could be talking about anything. And Rob, here's the main reason why I do not believe this has anything to do with Wonder Woman, despite what a lot of other outlets are running as their headlines and stuff like that. And I get it. The main reason I don't buy into this is because with Wonder Woman, you ain't putting out a casting call. This is a character you get in touch with your key main casting agents, and you get them to send in their best people, or the director James Gunn creates his own short list and then reaches out. This isn't a role that you put together a casting call for, saying woman late 20s has an edge and is taller. That's not how you find Wonder Woman. That's how you find a smaller character. That's how you find, something else. That's not the way James Gunn is going to do this. For Superman, they didn't put out a thing looking for guy, dark hair, square chin, apply below. Like, that's not how he found David Cornsweet. So look, is it impossible that Wonder Woman actually does make her debut in Man of Tomorrow? Not impossible. I think there's some ways in which that makes sense. But is this the smoking gun? Is this a report looking for a woman in her 20s who might be taller? Is this, that magic bullet that proves beyond proof that this is... No.
It could be a villain.
No. It could be a villain. Like I said, it could be a new god. It could be a character that's not in the comics at all. It could be... Listen,
someone that
you know
works
what?
at Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle.
The Daily Planet.
The Daily Planet.
It could be. There might be a scene in the movie where Perry White has a crush on his bank teller at the bank, and they're just looking for a tall woman with an edge to be the banker that he deals with. Like, whatever.
Edgy banker.
It's not Edgy Banker. That's going to be the title in it. Playing Edgy Banker. You do not put this out when you're trying to cast Wonder Woman. So I don't buy it myself.
Marcus says
anyway,
it's
Rob,
Jimmy's new girlfriend.
Yes.
Could be.
It could absolutely be Jimmy's new girlfriend. That would track with what we've already seen with Tessmacher. Although I choose to believe him and Tessmacher got married, but probably not. Anyway, Rob, you saw all these headlines running around. You probably got a lot of the questions sent to you as well. But do you think this is the arrow in the sky pointing to Wonder Woman being in Superman, Man of Tomorrow? Now I'm thinking about the Bugle.
Yeah, I did that.
Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
How about getting Madison and Miss Tessmacher together and do that multi-universe crossover we wanted to see?
There it is. That's your DC MCU crossover right there. Madison and Tessmacher on the road. Anyway, Rob, what do you make of this whole thing? Are they talking about Wonder Woman, or is this not that?
No, and you nailed it. You don't pick one of the core Trinity characters of the DC pantheon and go out and make it a casting call. Now, I will throw out something. There are a few female antagonists in the Superman pantheon, and one that I particularly like, Maxima. Now, Maxima is a extraterrestrial princess of Almerac. She wanted to marry Superman. She's been on other superhero teams before. And since we're getting Supergirl, that's a cosmic odyssey. We're getting Lanterns, and there you go. And I love redheads. And so the idea that they might, because Brainiac is probably coming from space, and this might be the kind of character that they're looking to catch lightning in a bottle if they want to add her to the script, because she's the kind of character I could see James Gunn leaning into. And it's an opportunity if you're going to go cosmic, and you've got these you got 3 movies that have these cosmic connections, you could go that way. And I could see that being something that they're looking for, because that's the kind of thing that you would go and find more of an unknown actress if you wanted to. If she doesn't play a large role, but if you find somebody that surprises, they have an opportunity to expand that role if they want. So I'm not saying it's going to be Maxima. I'm just saying it could be a character like that who's going to be not a huge player in the movie, but maybe Brainiac devastated her world or something, and it'd be a great time to go out. Because you also, when you're casting roles, John, you also do want to find David Cornsweet was somebody they found. They went through a long process to find him. And when you have smaller roles, it's a great way to discover people, because everyone loves to discover a new talent and introduce them in a star-making role. So I could see James Gunn looking to do something like that.
Guys, we want to take a second and thank the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Guys, as the days start to get shorter and it starts getting dark before you've even had dinner, this time of year can feel a little heavier than usual. And something I've been trying to do lately is to reach out to people I haven't connected with in a while. Just last week, I messaged a buddy of mine that I haven't talked to in a while, and we just grabbed lunch. And afterwards, I found myself thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? This time of year isn't easy for everyone, and staying connected really does matter. We're better when we have community, when we have support, and when we make the effort to check in with the people we know and love, and check in with ourselves. And for a lot of people, reaching out for therapy is the same way. It can feel like a big first step, but once they do, they often say, why didn't I do this sooner? And BetterHelp can be that first step. BetterHelp's therapists follow a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. They'll also do the matching work for you. After a short questionnaire, they'll help connect you with someone who fits your needs, drawing on more than 12 years of experience. And if the match isn't quite right, you can switch therapists anytime. So this month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's better, HELP.com/Campea. All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you think this casting call is the smoking gun? This is the definitive proof that they are looking for Wonder Woman for Superman, Man of Tomorrow. I don't think that's the way they're going here, although they could get Wonder Woman, but I just don't think this is it. That's not how you cast Wonder Woman, but maybe it is. What do you guys think about this? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.